Hey everybody, welcome to this month's class. I'm Kayla, this is Zaire Yoga. We're gonna be doing a fiery flow. It'll probably be about 40 minutes, so mentally prepare yourself for that. We're gonna start in a child's pose. And I'm gonna fix the view on this, there we go. And go ahead and just get comfortable. So I popped the playlist below. I should have said that first. The playlist is below. Go ahead and find yourself with the music if you want to listen to it, and then into a child's pose. Taking the knees nice and wide. Reaching the arms forward, forehead to the ground. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Taking a moment to remind yourself of any places in your body that you need to take extra care of today. Maybe taking a moment to set an intention for yourself. And just bringing yourself into the present moment. Allow all that shit that you have going on outside of this moment to just go away. Focusing on right now. It'll all be there when you leave your mat. Maybe starting to rock your forehead against the ground a few times. And then extending the hands out, finding nice long arms, maybe lifting the elbows up, squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other, and then drop them down to the ground. We'll just do that a couple more times. So just lifting shoulder blades towards each other, armpits flaring out, and then draw the armpits back down. 2 more. Maybe you're getting a little bit of pops and cracks. Bringing those armpits back down towards your face, and then we're going to come into a spiral, not a spiral, but making a circle with our body towards the left first. So just lifting yourself up and circling around and back. Just take that a few times. Press into your fingertips as you come forward. The next time that you come forward, go ahead and hold there. Let your pelvis drop, bending in the elbows, coming into a high cobra. Adjusting the feet as you need to, press them into the ground. And then tucking the chin into the chest, start to round the shoulders, draw yourself all the way back into that child's pose, and then take it to the right. Circling around. Trying to keep the arms straight as you come forward, so you're not bending them or collapsing into them. And then as you come forward this next time, same thing. From the pelvis, bending the elbows, adjusting the legs, finding that cobra, and then chin to chest, drawing yourself up, this time finding all fours. Wag your tail side to side. And then right leg's gonna lift back behind you. Take a deep breath in, lift it up. As you exhale, knee or heel towards your bum, bending in the knee, lengthen back out, and then take that knee into the chest. And actually, we're not going to lengthen out. Lengthen the leg, heel to bum, and then draw it in, and then lengthen it out. There we go. Heel to bum, draw it in, lengthen it out. Last time, heel to bum, draw it in, lengthen it out. Turn your toes to face the right side and start to open the hips. Come onto your right fingertips. You might need to take your left toes out a little bit. And then we'll lift up, kneeling half moon, rotate through your right wrist, and pull your toes back towards your shin. If it feels okay, bringing that heel in towards your bum, grab hold. Maybe you can open the chest a little as you stretch out that quad. Reaching the arm back up, releasing the leg, and then you're going to kick your right leg out to the right. Take a cat and cow. Finding your way back through center. Tuck your left toes under. Right toes are going to go up to the back. 3-leg dog. Exhale, knee into the nose. Give it a tap. Inhale it up. And then step the foot to the top of the mat. Follow it with your left. Forward fold. Grab opposite elbows. Shake your head out. Let that spine release. And then releasing the arms, roll yourself up. Arms over the head. Take the backs of the hands together and kind of bring the fingertips out. And then exhale, dive yourself back down. Halfway lift. Inhale. As you exhale, planting your hands, step yourself back to plank. Drop to the knees if you prefer. We're going to exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, chest up. Draw the belly in. Find that downward facing dog. Pedal the legs. First time in a full down dog. See how you feel. And then we'll drop back down onto our knees. Left leg reaching back behind you. Heel to bum. Draw it in. Lengthen out. Heel to bum. Draw it in. Lengthen out. Last time. Heel to bum. Draw it in. Lengthen it back out. Shifting the weight over into your right hand. Start to open the hips. Maybe the right toes slide out a little bit. And then see how it feels. Lifting up through that left arm. Bringing the heel into the bum. Maybe grabbing hold. Finding that quad stretch. If it feels good, you might be able to look up. And then releasing that foot without slingshotting it. Hand's going to come to the ground, foot out to the side. Take a cat and cow. And then tucking the toes under, send the leg all the way up and back. Finding that three-leg dog. Knee to nose once. Send it up. And then step the foot through. Following it with the right forward fold. Grab opposite elbows, either in front of you or behind your legs. Shake out through your head. And then releasing the hands, halfway lift. Deep breath. Exhale to fold. And then roll yourself up, reach the arms. Find a lift, clasping in the hands, palms to the sky. Wave yourself up and open. As you exhale, come down into a chair pose, arms lifting, and then draw yourself back up, reaching the arms up. So bringing them out to the sides as you sit down. Come all the way back up. 2 more. Last time, sinking down. And then we're going to come all the way to the floor. Roll yourself back. And then take yourself into a couple bicycle crunches. Flexing your feet like you're really pressing onto a pedal. Last time, rocking yourself back. See if you can come all the way up, back into your chair. And then hands to the ground, step back to plank. Chaturanga, if you like it, on the knees or not. Up dog or cobra. Meeting in down dog. So it's like really hot in this room, and I know that if you've done a class with me where I filmed here before, that's not unusual because this is a hot yoga studio, but normally I film between classes, and today I came to film before and somebody had forgotten to turn the heat off, so it is very warm, and this shirt is not the best for being in a hot space, so I apologize for how much sweat you're going to see all over my shirt from this practice. When it feels good, right leg's going to lift up. Bending in the knee, open up through your hip, draw a big circle in each direction. And then we're going to lengthen the leg back up. Bring the knee into the chest. Tap the shin down, bring it up. 3 more, tap down and up, down, up, down, up. Send it high. And then step the foot up to the top of the mat as far as you can. Drop the back knee down. Kneeling lunge. Reach the arms. Woo. You're going to take your forearm to your thigh. Find a side stretch. Inhale it back up. As you exhale, twist to the right. Right hand to your low back. Reach the left arm. And then straighten out your right leg, left hand to the ground. Revolved half split. This is kind of intense. Notice if your toes turn out to the side, pull the big toe towards center, keeping that foot perpendicular to the floor. You're going to take your right hand and sweep it back, tucking under the left toes. Bend back into your right knee. Find a crescent lunge. Deep breath. Exhale, straighten out over the front leg. Inhale to bring up, back into that crescent. And then hands to the floor, step back to plank. Moving through chaturanga if you want it. And we'll meet in down dog. Taking a moment here to breathe. And then lifting up the left leg, take it high. Bend the knee, open up through the hip, stacking hips, circling in one direction and then the other. And then we'll lengthen back out. Step your foot to the top of your mat. Nope, send it all the way back up. I didn't want us to step forward yet. Draw the knee in, and then we'll tap it down and up 4 times. Down, down, last time, and then send it up. And now step it forward, kneeling lunge. Woo, reaching the arms. Left forearm to left thigh, side stretch. Come back through center, twisting to the left. Left hand to low back, reach back with the right arm. And then you'll start to straighten your left leg out as your right hand comes to the ground, revolved. Half split, make sure your toes aren't dropping out. You're gonna take that left hand, circle it back, bend back into that left leg and pick up the right knee. Crescent lunge. Straightening out through the front leg. Forward, fold over that straight leg. Bring it back into your crescent. And then exhale the hands to the floor. Step yourself back to plank. Moving through chaturanga on the knees or not. You know you're allowed to skip them if you don't like them. Finding that down dog, pedal the legs. As you inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lifting, deep breath. Exhale to fold. Roll yourself up to reach. Taking that full inhale and then circle the arms out, bend the knees, chair. Same thing as before. We're gonna do the whole thing one more time. Taking that 2 more times, sinking down. Feel those glutes squeeze as you stand. Last one. And then we're gonna sink down deep, roll it back, and then coming up, moving in to those bicycles. If you're going super fast through these, I want you to slow down. 1 more on each side. Knees to chest. See if you can rock yourself all the way forward back into your chair. If you couldn't do that, that's fine. You'll practice and you'll get it one day. Halfway forward fold and then halfway lifting. Exhaling to fold, plant your hands, step back to plank. On the knees or not, chaturanga. I'm going knees for the rest of class. Press into your fingertips. We'll find downward facing dog. Pedal the legs. Whew. Right leg lifting as you're ready. Take it high. Draw the knee into the nose, and then we'll tap it down. Lift it up. Down and up. Down and up. Last time. Send the leg high. Step the foot through, kneeling lunge. Reach both arms. As you exhale, forearm to thigh, find that side bend towards the right. Lift it back up. Twisting right, right hand to the low back. Reach up with the left arm, and then straighten your front leg as you bring that left hand down, half split. Drop the hip down, but keep those toes pointing straight up. Circling the right arm back, bend into your front knee. Finding your crescent. Straightening out through the front leg, hands to the floor or the shin. Bending back into the leg, crescent, and then hands to the floor, step back to plank. Chaturanga if you want it. Up dog or cobra. Into downward facing dog. Whoo, left leg, take it high. Knee to chest. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. Drop and lift. 1 more. Send the leg high. Step the foot forward. Find that kneeling lunge. Drop the back knee, both arms up. Left forearm to left thigh, side stretch. Take it back up through center. Twist over to that left side. Left hand to your low back, reach. Straighten out through the left leg as your right hand comes down. Left arm can go up. And then sweeping the left arm back, bend back into your left foot, bringing that crescent lunge. Straightening out through the front leg, finding that like lifted or long pyramid pose. And then bending back in. Crescent, hands to the floor, step back to plank. chaturanga, whatever version you prefer. And then take a child's pose. Breathing deep here. Maybe bringing the arms back behind you to touch your toes. If you need water, have a sip. Whew. Breathing really deep here. Fill yourself up with air, letting it out through your mouth, slowing the heart rate back down. Almost thinking of it as like a hit, because we're going to do another sequence. We're going to do it twice through. It's going to be fast. So using this time to kind of find recovery. And then when you're ready for it, we'll find our way back to downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, really get strong through the upper body, pressing those heels towards the ground. Knees can be bent, heels can be floating, but just letting them sink in the direction of the ground, feeling that stretch through the ankles. As you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. We're going to come into a halfway lift, lengthen through your spine. Hands can come to shins if you like. Exhale, folding down. And then inhale, roll all the way up, reach. As you exhale, sweep the arms, come into your chair. This time we're going to find a twist to the right, center, take it to the left, and then come back up. Sinking down, right, and left. Come up through center, sink it down, right, and left. Coming up, last time, right, and left. Coming through center, sink really low, finding your way down. We're going to take boat crunches. 2, 4 more. Now 3 more. I'm not very good at counting. Last time. Roll yourself back, see if you can come back into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Folding down, plant your hands, step back to plank. Moving through chaturanga if you like. Up dog or cobra. Finding downward facing dog, pedal the legs. Think about your fingertips, press them into the ground. Bringing those armpits towards your face, you're activating through the shoulders. Let's lift our right leg high. Bend the knee, open up through the hip. Maybe draw a circle in each direction. And then we're going to draw the knee out towards the right shoulder and then drop it down to the ground and drop back up to the shoulder. Once more. Send it all the way up. Step your foot forward, crescent lunge, sort of like we did on the ground. We're going to reach the arms high. As you exhale, forearm to thigh, find that side stretch. Inhale back through center. Exhale, twist. Right hand to low back, exalted lunge. And then we're going to find revolved half moon, so you're going to tip yourself forward. Whew. Drawing that back knee up into the chest. Whew, nice and slow. Maybe kick the foot out. And then send it all the way back into that crescent. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step yourself back to plank. Chaturanga if you like. Meeting in down dog. Left leg lifting, take it high. Knee to the outside of the left elbow, and then drop the knee to the ground and back up. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Send the leg high. Step the foot forward, crescent. Reach the arms. My hair is getting everywhere. When it feels good, right forearm or left forearm to thigh, find that side bend. Come back through center. Finding a twist. Back hand to back thigh, reach to reverse. And then revolved half moon, so right hand's gonna go to the ground as you float the right leg up. Maybe your arm lifts. Feel that glute holding up your right leg. And then right knee is gonna come to the chest. Standing all the way up, arms overhead, maybe kick the leg out. And then we'll step it all the way back, crescent lunge, deep breath. Exhale, hands to the ground. Stepping back to plank chaturanga if you want. We'll meet in down dog. I'm going to skip and do something about this hair. Take a couple of breaths when you get to your down dog. We're going to do all of that again, starting from the beginning. Ooh, that. Okay. No, that's not going to work. Keep breathing here. Sip of water if you need it. There we go. All right, downward facing dog. Finding that strength in the upper body. Taking the feet towards each other this time. So you can just regular step or hop up to the top of your mat if that feels good. Otherwise, toes together, see how it feels. Find that strength in your upper back. So you're squeezing your shoulders and armpits down towards your face. We're going to bend the knees really deep, looking forward. See if you can send your hips high, even if it's just a little hop, maybe a couple of times to the top of the mat. Halfway lifting as you inhale. As you exhale, find your fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Finding that length. Exhale, sink down into chair, twist right. Inhale to center. Twist left. All the way up. Exhale, sink down, twist. Twist. Bringing it up. Take it down. Twist. Twist. Take it up. Twist. Woo. I lost count, so let's do one more. Taking it down, find that twist. Twist. And then sink really deep. Sitting down onto the hips. Rocking back if you need to, and then we'll find those boat crunches 8 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Draw the knees in, rock back. See if you can rock up onto the feet. Chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lifting to inhale. Exhale, folding, plant your hands, step back to plank. Moving through chaturanga if you like it. We'll meet in downward facing dog. So same thing as before, we're just going to add on a little extra. Right leg lifting high. Bend the knee, open up through your hip. Take a circle in each direction. Lengthen it back out. And then knee to elbow. Drop the knee down, take it up. 2, 3, 4, send it high. Crescent lunge, stepping that foot as far forward as you can. Reach the arms. Finding your way into that side bend. Take it to center. Coming into your twist. Back hand to back thigh or reverse lunge. And then we're gonna go revolved half moon, so tipping forward. This time, if it feels okay here, bring the heel in and maybe you can grab the foot. Seeing if you can take the foot to the outside or inside, I don't know. Play with it. I like outside. We're going to press into the foot and bring ourselves up into this like crossed over dancer pose. If you don't have it, it's fine. Don't worry. And then we're going to draw the knee up into the chest. Grabbing the knee, finding a twist, or if you have it, grabbing the foot. Revolved hand to big toe. Try to press into that standing leg. And then sending the leg back, find a standing split. Square the hips, and then drop the toes to the back of the mat. Step back to plank chaturanga if you want. I'm going to skip it. Find down dog. Whew, I'm so sweaty, it's getting my eyeballs. And then we'll take it over to the other side. So left leg lifting high. Whew. Knee to elbow, and then drop it to the ground and back up 4 times. 3, 2, and 1. Send it up. Step the foot forward, finding your crescent. I'm taking my crescent a little bit short because I have like worn my back toe pad. So if you can, try to get it back a little bit further, that foot. Reaching the arms. Left forearm to left thigh, find your side bend. Bringing back through center. Twisting. Back hand to back thigh, reach to that reverse. And then we'll find our revolved half moon, hand to the ground, right leg lifting. Just like before, if it feels okay, bring the heel in, grab hold of the foot, giving yourself a quad stretch here. Trying out where it feels natural to have your foot. If you have hold of it, maybe pressing yourself off the ground, foot into the hand for this like twisted dancer. And then we'll gently release the foot. Bring the knee up to the chest, hand onto the knee for a twist. Or that revolved hand to big toe, or dancing Shiva. Oh goodness, I'm so sweaty. Sending that leg all the way back, hands to the ground, standing split. Tapping the toes. Find your crescent. And then hands to the ground, step back to plank, chaturanga if you want it. We'll meet in a child's pose, have a sip of water. We are almost to the end. Let's check for time. Notice if your mind has started wandering right away. Oh, I just changed the view of that camera, didn't I? But yeah, noticing, there we go. If you've started like spiraling and thinking about something other than me, accidentally zooming out. Ooh, gotta get the sweat out of my eyeballs. When it feels good for you, we're gonna find our way back to downward facing dog just for a moment. And then take your feet wide, turning the toes out to the corners, maybe bringing like the big toe to touch the corner of or the side of your mat, the heels coming in from there. And then walk your hands back. You can come up and down a few times, bending in the knees, sinking down towards Malasana, and then send the hips back up. And just take that a few times. See how it feels. You might have to adjust your Malasana here, so it might feel better to come a little bit wider or a little bit closer with the feet. And then the next time that you come down, hold yourself there. Hands to the heart center. Notice if you're like hanging down here. See if you can press your feet in, find a little bit of lift. Maybe looking up. Stick out your lower lip. And then go ahead and bring the hands back down, hips up. Halfway lifting. As you exhale, fold down, crawling yourself out towards a plank, and then you're just going to step your right foot right outside your right hand, dropping down onto the knee, lizard lunge, but keep your knee in towards your shoulder. Lift up through the chest, look up. See how it feels to squeeze your left glute. Maybe give it a couple of little pulses there. Keeping the knee pulled in, let's see how it feels to shift back. Coming towards like a half split. Notice if your hips popped up, try to put it down. Drawing yourself forward again. We're going to pick up the back knee, lifting. See if you can bring your right hand underneath your right foot. So you're bringing the shoulder under the knee, hand's going to come under the foot. We'll shift back towards a half split again. It might feel good to shift your hands back slightly. And then as you come forward, we're going to try the arm balance. You're going to come forward, come off that heel, adjust your hands so you can feel them under your shoulders, and then kick the leg out, bend in the elbows, and maybe your back leg can kick up. Face can come to the ground if you need to. Woo! Trying that a few times. And then sitting yourself back into a child's pose. Palms are going to face up when you get there, and then curl your fingertips in, make fists, and curl your fists in. And then as it feels good, coming back up, shifting yourself forward, coming into plank, and then left foot will step outside. Left hand dropping the knee. Keep that knee pulling in, reaching the chest, and then maybe squeeze that right glute a few times. See how it feels. Maybe this side is easier to squeeze than the other. It's like in a full extension there in the hip, so it's easy to squeeze the glute. Keeping that knee in towards your shoulder, let's just try to straighten the front leg. Maybe look back. Notice if you kicked the hip out, see if you can draw it back in line with the rest of your body. As it feels good, coming forward, tucking under the toes, finding a dragon. Left arm's going to come under, bringing the shoulder as far under as you can. And then maybe try straightening out, look back. Notice how that feels. Oof. And then we'll shift forward, come off your left toes, adjusting your hands to where they feel good. And then you're going to take the shoulders forward, kick out the left leg. And maybe the right leg can lift. Whew, I'm just going to try it the one time on that side. My wrists are cooked. When you're ready to come into your child's pose, come forward and put your hands underneath your thighs, squishing them, palms facing up. And then see how it feels just to come down. You can rock side to side. Whew. When it feels good, unwind those arms. Bring yourself back up and take yourself over to a seat. Lengthening both legs out. Taking a moment to kind of rock side to side and try to draw the legs under you like you're plugging them in. And then I want you to, if you need to bend your knees, you can, but we're going to draw our bellies in nice and tight. Shift forward, hands to the ground, roll the shoulders back, and see about pulling the right toes back towards you. Left toes will be activated too, but right toes really strong, belly in, and try to lift that leg up and down. Letting it release, give it a shake. And then we'll do that on the other side. So pulling up, find that nice tight belly, hands on the ground, you're shifting your chest forward. Right toes are pulling back a little bit, left toes are pulling back a whole lot, and then we'll lift and lower that leg up. So the further that you come forward, the harder this is going to be. The further you lean back, like you're back here, that's not very much. So I want you to keep as far forward as you can, and then give it a shake. Bending into the right leg, grab hold of the right foot with the left hand, and then kick the foot out, and we'll come into a twist. Reaching back, draw the belly in if you need to. Use your hand to adjust so you can come a little bit further. If you want, you can float. We're going to bring the left leg back down, both hands onto the right leg, draw it in. See if you can sit up taller. Draw it in a little bit more. And then placing the foot down, shifting the weight forward. Right arm's going to come up. If you come off your right bum, that's okay. Reaching forward, and then maybe you can bring the hand to face palms up towards the right. Maybe you can bring the hand to the bum. Left hand might be able to reach around to bind. Think of this as a forward fold though, so we're still trying to reach forward. Left hand's going to release. Right hand's going to grab hold of your right foot and then draw yourself back. One leg, happy baby. When it feels good for you, you're going to kick your right leg straight up in front of you and then float your left leg off the ground, finding an L shape, lifting yourself up, kick, changing the legs. And then we'll rock ourselves up. Grabbing hold of the left foot with the right hand, we're going to lift that leg up, coming into your twist to the left. Again, physically adjust your flesh on your belly if you need to. And then maybe you can rock back. Right leg might be able to float, getting a little bit of work into this twist. And then we'll drop that leg down, both hands coming onto the foot, lengthening up. If your knee needs to be bent, that's okay. But just see if you can come a little bit taller, pull it in a little bit more. And then your foot's going to come down to the floor. There's space between your left foot and your right thigh, leaning forward. Left arm's going to reach up inside the knee. palm facing down. Maybe you just reach to the left. Maybe you can bring your hand to your bum, and maybe your right hand can come around for the bind. See if you can reach forward. Noticing where your mind starts to go as soon as you find this like still shape. It's really easy to be like, okay, so I'm here, I'm not moving. Let me think about whatever random thing you have going on. See if you can just focus on your breath a little longer. We're gonna release our right hand. Left hand's gonna come right underneath your left foot, and then you're gonna draw yourself back, coming into that half happy baby. Releasing your left foot, kick it straight up towards the sky. Right leg's gonna float, head and shoulders off the ground, and then just shift those legs forward and back. I'm going like pretty fast, but if you go slower, it's a little bit harder. The lower you try to drop the leg, and you could even like take it down and switch at the bottom instead. That's really hard. And then we'll go knees to chest. Rock them in the same direction to start. So going towards the right in a circle, and then go the other way. Feet down, flat onto the ground, pressing into the backs of the arms, lift the hips. Inhaling. As you exhale, lower back down. Inhale, lift them back up. Exhale, lower down. And then you can take it up one more time, finding that lift. If it feels good, try to shimmy your arms underneath. So you're like holding the backs of your thighs, and then you might be able to kick yourself up into a shoulder stand from there, making sure at no point do you put weight into your neck. It's all in the arms. If you have plow, you're welcome to take it. I'm just gonna rock down. Making any last movements that are feeling good for you right now. And then we'll feet down onto the ground, rock the knees side to side. Coming back through center, soles of the feet together, knees wide, hands onto the thighs, press the thighs away from you. And then you're welcome to keep staying like this, just releasing your arms. You can lengthen your legs out. Soles of the feet can come to the ground, knees dropping in, whatever shape you like for your Shavasana. Go ahead and find it. And let's just take 3 deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last time. And then releasing control of your breath, allowing each part of your body to soften, starting with the feet, moving up through the shins, the knees, the thighs and hips, belly, back, arms, shoulders, back of the head. Allowing your thoughts just to pass by you like a cloud in the sky. Sinking deeper into the silence. I invite you to stay here for as long as your body needs. But if you're ready, just start to bring some movement back in. Maybe finding length Up through the arms, out through the legs. And slowly finding your way up to any seated shape that's comfortable for you. Taking a moment, maybe reminding yourself of your intention if you have one. And then we'll reach our arms up over our head, find full body stretch. Give yourself a shake. And then one hand on top of the other at your heart center, taking a moment to remind yourself that you're enough. You're worthy of everything you want in this life. And I want you to go out and give them hell. Thank you so much for coming and joining me. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Please like, comment, let me know that you were here. Come with me on a retreat. Leave me a little comment. I will email you the retreat details. We're going to Bali in a month. There's still a couple of spaces left and a really good discount if you are wanting to book last minute. Nicaragua in February. Joshua Tree will be in April. I'm thinking about going to England, so let me know if you're interested in that. Yeah, otherwise, I will see you next month. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day. Bye.